the end of chances is another plus. But one other minor thing, I'm still a bit worried about the absence of Anthony Annan. Granted that Derek Boateng is almost as good as Anthony Annan, Derek is a wee bit reckless and tends to get unnecessary yellow cards, which can count against you as you go further in the tournament.
But again, looking at the squad we have now, there are some new entrants. And looking at the African terrain of football, some will argue that this could really be an undoing for the first-timers. Will we still be able to sail through, looking at the squad we have and the kind of football that is played on the African continent, especially in this tournament?
I'll just cast your mind back. Cast your mind back to 3 years ago. So that's not too far. What happened after we were murdered by the Ivory Coast 3-1 in the opening match? They just picked up and continued and continued. And ironically, the match in which they dominated was the one that they lost to Egypt in the final. Now, that team came about as a result of the absence of certain, what you and I would call in those days, established players. Stephen Appiah, Suleiman Tari, Michael Essien. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. And they brought in these under-20 boys. These new guys, I think there are 11 of them in the squad of 23, are hungry. They want to make a name for themselves. If they don't make a name for themselves, they probably don't get the contract that they are looking for. So, to me, that's a positive as well and not necessarily a negative. And then don't forget that people don't also know who they are. So they do not, I mean, they'll be like, where are the videos of them? Where are they? What have they done? And that can be a surprise that can work in your favor or in Ghana's favor. Let me put it that way.
Let me briefly take the thoughts of Jeffrey Asare, who joins us now, seasoned sports analyst. Jeffrey, looking at the squad we have now, we have just about less than 48 hours to our first match. Ghana plays DR Congo. Claude Leroy has coached us before. He knows our tactics. Of course, he didn't handle this team that we have now, but he knows our psyche and the way we play. But looking at the group we are in now, do we have a realistic chance of qualifying beyond this group?
Thank you very much. I think that we have a very realistic chance of qualifying beyond this group because this is a team that is very disciplined, well organized. It's a team that play as a unit. It's a team that retain possession better than we even saw in AFCON 2012. This is a team that pick its second balls better. There is a team that plays with so much width. There's a team that plays with so much determination and grit, and we create a lot of chances. I mean, just last year, we didn't see much of what we are seeing today in the team that played AFCON 2012. So this is a team in terms of quality play, in terms of technique, in terms of determination, unity, focus, and concentration. And also technically our ability to actually hold the ball, pass very well, create chances. The two friendlies we played so far against Egypt and Tunisia, you realize that in the second half we actually moved into a different gear where the team plays far better. We do a lot of improvisation, which is better in this team than in AFCON 2012. So this is a team that, if you look at all the classes that have actually been displayed in the first and the second game that we've played so far, I believe that is a team that can go very far. And this is a team that we don't have a prima donna, so nobody is looking at somebody's shoulder to pass. This is a team that plays together as a unit, and they are together as one. And for me, that is very, very critical in this particular group that we find ourselves in this tournament.
Gentlemen, Carl and Jeffrey, I want a very, very quick word from you. Direct question is, we are there in South Africa to win the trophy. So, looking at the teams we have, 16 teams, if Ghana is to make it to the final, Carl, which team do you think will play in the final? Do I have Carl with me?
I wouldn't really tell you, should I have them bet on it and win all the money. But having said that, I mean, you can't count, we're going to meet South Africa at one stage, whether it's the semi-finals or not, you can't count them out of it. The whole nation tends to have things that favor them from time to time. But if I were not a Ghanaian, I think it's important that you probably want to go with the rest of the world and say that, look, the Ivorians are strong.
Okay.
It may not necessarily be a team, but the individuals are so good that they can make up for the lack of a team.
Okay, Jeffrey, quick one from you. Who do you think will face in the final should we get there?
It's likely to be the Ivorians.
Okay. Many thanks to you, Jeffrey, and also to Carl for joining me this evening on Top Story. That's all for Top Story this evening. Top Story is brought to you by Boyne Financial Services, your success, our passion, Belacqua Mineral Water, the new Gentian Mineral Water, Blue Rose Limited, Shelter for All, Live Boy Soap, and also myjoyonline.com. My name is Francis Aben.